damaged my broomstick, Potter!
Growing up, I obsessed over Harry Potter. I watched every movie, played a lot of the games, and in fact I played the PC version of what we're about to see today. The PS1 version, which I picked up several years ago just to see what it was like, is really, really bad. And words are hard to describe on just how bad it is. American flag, that's me. Oh, and I can't save. I don't have a memory card. So we're gonna have to do this in one take. So this game is incredibly fast-paced. The first thing you're met with is Ron Weasley explaining that your owl has been stolen from Draco Malfoy, who seems to always take things a little too far.
Go home to your mother, Potter. Oh, sorry, you don't have one.
You instantly learn Flipendo, and then you're approached by Neville, who needs your help in battling flying books. You then rescue Neville and your owl at the same time, only for Ron to just let your owl fly away. Bye-bye, Hedwig. Hope you survived the winter. Moments later, you're given a flying broomstick by Hedwig. And so now, moments into the game, you start to get to the worst part of the entire experience. Unbelievably difficult side quests. There's too many of them, and everything is a side quest. So flying in this game is like riding a pig in Minecraft. It has a mind of its own. Now here comes the part that is even worse than flying. To learn spells in the game, besides Flipendo, you need to do this little quick time event with very little mistakes, which isn't too bad. The first two spells require no further effort to cast other than pressing the cross button, as they say. Every other spell in the game is a completely different story. After your first class, a letter from Hagrid tells you to ditch school and hang out with him. Oh yeah, and then the audio broke. It played that noise until I beat up Draco, who is apparently holding the door hostage.
Ow! Time for a lesson, Potter.
My favorite part of the entire movie. Crab moans and groans for us, and Goyle claps as a way to intimidate. This next spell is horrible, and possibly, quite possibly, the hardest spell in the entire game. Incendio burns so hot, it melts your brain in pure frustration. And yes, just about every other spell requires this. Hagrid then puts you into a situation that is not fit for the new kid, who just learned that he has magic powers and only knows 3 spells at this point. He then sends you on a journey that is just beyond the Gargoyle Gate. You then have to fight 2 flying pig statues that were sent after you by this guy. Spoilers, it's not a cultist, but it's a Voldemort.
You Potter.
After beating the pigs, you then start to see the strange happenings that Hagrid was talking about. Not the pigs, but lava. Lava and weird farting squash puzzles. Oh no, not this again. No. After getting the seeds for Hagrid, he rewards you with a book about Quidditch. Who do you think I am? PS1 Hermione? No, I am Harry Potter. I do cool, dangerous stuff like jumping over lava pits.
Follow me, Harry. You'll never guess what I've found.
Oh, what could that possibly be?
This is the entrance to the Quidditch pitch. But first years like us aren't allowed to play.
Wait, should you guys know where this is? Like from some kind of like magical tour or orientation or is it just Harry and his friends are too cool for that and the Harry Potter fan club decided not to show up to orientation, so they don't know where this is? A true classic PS1 Harry Potter format. Everything happens out of nowhere, and now I'm chasing down Draco Malfoy because it was in the movies, and that happened. I remember when I mentioned flying was hard. Yeah, it really made this part difficult, but trust me, this isn't even the worst part of the game.
You damaged my broomstick, Potter!
So after beating up Draco a second time, what a loser. You then are kind of scolded by Professor McGonagall, but she mostly says, hey, I saw you beat up Draco, so now we're basically going to make you one of the most important players in the entire game of Quidditch because you are so elegant on the broomstick. Clearly, someone recognized my talent. You then jump immediately into the game of Quidditch, and win, of course, because I'm Harry Potter. I do what I want. Waiting outside of the Quidditch arena is the friendly old Professor Snape, who, I guess has some kind of book detector in his pocket because he takes the book that Hagrid gave to you straight away.
I'll just confiscate that, thank you.
Good, I didn't want to read anyway. You then do a few boring, meaningless tasks and go to potions class, where you have more button-pressing madness, and Snape insults you every possible opportunity.
Good enough. Only a fool would expect better. Potter, I've never seen such pathetic work. Go fetch the jar of fireflies from the adjoining room.
Snape then sends you into the next room where Voldemort, the crazy cultist, tries to kill you with trolls that are really just comically small. You're taller than them. I don't know what this whole thing is. After making it out of that strange puzzle of a dungeon, Snape explains that he was expecting your little adventure to be a bit longer than you were gone. What? Are you trying to kill me? Anyways, you're late for your defense against the dark arts class of Voldemort. I mean, Professor Quirrell. Oh no, more buttons. Well, someone put some kind of 4-part lock made of laughing eyeballs in front of the door. And I guess it's the only way out. How convenient is that? This huge long bit is very boring, and again, nothing makes sense. It feels like there's some kind of trippy dream going on with holes and abysses everywhere and cheap Halloween props as platforms. And now I'm late for my transfiguration class. Well, shoot. If only the teachers could understand that everything in the school is trying to make me late for class.
Transfiguration is the most complex and dangerous magic you'll learn at Hogwarts.
Sweet, I'm glad I only know 4 spells, otherwise I might make a serious mistake.
It's Saber Potty Potter. I've got your parcel, Potter. Want it back, do we?
Now we have our parcel stolen, a package stolen by this guy? Wonderful. So I've always wanted a difficult race with slippery fubble flubber mucus as an added bonus. Let's just say it took me a while. Peeves is the name of the guy, apparently. Anyway, Peeves gave me my parcel back. Now we get to sneak around the Forbidden Corridor with our brand new Invisibility Cloak that just so happened to be in the package that was stolen, which is just so disappointing compared to the PC version. It's like a Starman from Mario, but you can still get caught while having it. Granted, you can still get caught on the PC version, but at least you can use the invisibility cloak as an item in your inventory rather than some kind of arbitrary power-up that, I don't know, just quite frankly doesn't seem to help as much.
But we have ways of dealing with interlopers. You have my permission to use the harshest measures necessary.
Oh, fun. What are the harshest measures necessary that Snape describes?
Well, we are in trouble now, aren't we?
Anyway, you do the sneaking and find the magic mirror that shows you your greatest desires. Right after that whole ordeal, you jump right into the troll attack on Hermione. What gets me at this part is you walk through the busted bathroom wall and then you get chased by this guy down a large, dangerous hallway with more acid traps. I would hate having to pee and then run and jump over all these deadly obstacles just to do so. Because literally after you get through the hallway, you make it into the actual girls' bathroom. Whether that's a way to prevent boys from sneaking into the girls' bathroom or just girls from ever leaving the bathroom, I don't know. It's a strange design in my opinion.
Are you alright, Hermione?
No, Ron, I am not alright. You just brought the troll to me. You then have a super annoying defend Ron while he takes forever to drop the big old club on his head sequence.
Wow! Did you see that? Thank you, boys.
Oh yeah, and more Quidditch.
Potter has the snitch! Wonderful!
Apparently, Hagrid needs your help to cure his sick dragon.
So you and I must go to Diagon Alley to get him.
Like, that's my problem. He's your illegal pet. Now, here's where things get ugly, and I mean really ugly. I have to do every task because Hagrid wants to go to the Leaky Cauldron for a few butterbeers. Oh, and he'll just meet up with you when you're done. How responsible of you, Hagrid. Gringotts Bank is by far the hardest section in the entire game. Because I don't have a memory card and I can't save, this would always be a run ender for me. The floors are way too slippery for no other reason than they were just waxed. And thanks for keeping the floors clean, you jerk. I only have timed events where I have to run around and collect, I guess, legal documents, where they allow me to do this. And if you do not make a perfect score, or at least mostly perfect score, then you have to start over. And now you might be thinking, well, it can't be that bad. You just gotta collect the money and be done, right? Well, I mean, the perfect score is a little bit more difficult than it sounds. And not only that, you gotta do it, you gotta do it 3 times. 3 levels. The first level is the easiest. Then it goes to medium. Then it goes to impossible. All I could really say is it took me about 2 hours. So after you've acquired your money, you then feed an owl to get a feather. So you pay to do more work. Go figure. And then you pay again to go into the back room of some other shop to collect magical peacock feathers, which is also quite difficult. That took me about an hour. And then you have a strange guessing game where you have to find the giant purple toad to get 3 warts. I'm paying to do this stuff. I'm paying to work instead of just paying for the materials and leaving. Naturally, drunk Hagrid, the Harry Potter fan club, and Draco Malfoy are all in trouble because they stayed up past their bedtime. And so they needed to go to detention. As any normal detention, you know, they were just told to go to the Forbidden Forest and in search of a wounded unicorn. And, you know, I just really appreciate how they send the bad kids to the place called Forbidden Forest. Dumbledore was just like, yeah, nobody's allowed unless you break the rules. Naturally, the Forbidden Forest is full of incendio spells, so not only is it incredibly difficult, but it is really hard not to go completely insane. Not this again. Oh, and we'll just ignore the turtles that shoot fire out of their butts.
We've got him on the run.
Oh no, it's the cultist drinking the blood. It's giving me a headache. Anyway, Hermione then tells the group about the Sorcerer's Stone, which you, I guess we won't mention the resemblance to the Philosopher's Stone here. So now we get to the crazy conclusion that we all know and love. You play the flute, make the dog sleep. You cast the incendio spell to burn the man-eating weeds. Oh no. Oh no. And play chess, I guess. I have to admit, this part is kind of hard because I actually know chess, and this doesn't play like chess. You just kind of have to move all the pieces around until you figure out how the wizard chess works, which is different, I guess, than regular chess. Oh yeah, and the troll's back, so I have to move things out of the way so he doesn't trip on them and wake up, because he's only partially knocked out, or whatever. I don't know, it's just filler at this point. And then we have to try and guess the potion without poisoning ourselves. And I guess in this version, we also need to fight a magic suit of armor to drink the potion. Yeah, they like magic suits of armor, as you'll see. Oh no, it's the cultist. And he's animating more suits of armor. That's my favorite part of the movie.
You Potter.
Sorry you feel that way, sir. So you fight the armor, you use the mirror to kill the poor guy, and then you win the game. The end. If you like this video, leave a like and check out this video because I think you'll like it. It's a very similar style, which is the new style that I'm hoping to continue throughout my channel. If you like that, consider subscribing because there will be more amazing videos about terrible games coming up to a Shadow Jimmy 45 channel near you. Thank you all, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.